Got up here where this gentleman's right here at the sign, and I looked down in the grass area where the ice had been covered, and I noticed there was a canister with some wiring laying there, and I was like, that doesn't look normal. So I went to check it out, and sure enough, that was a like I said, ended up being a kerosene type bomb.
Talk about a shocking discovery on what should have just been a normal neighborhood walk. You just heard from a man who found one of 4 homemade bombs in the random woods area of Greensboro in the past few weeks. Good evening. Welcome to the Fox 8 6 o'clock news. I'm Michael Hennessy.
I'm Katie Nordine. Greensboro police arrested 21-year-old John Kassour, and he is facing 5 counts of possession of a weapon of mass destruction and 3 counts of malicious use of an explosive. Today, police gave an update in that case, and Fox 8's Melissa Rademacher joins us now from that neighborhood. Melissa, you spoke with that man who found one of those devices.
Katie, Michael, the neighbor that I spoke with, his January 29th started out pretty normally. He says he had heard a loud noise overnight, but didn't think much of it. That's until he went on a neighborhood walk. He says right here in this median at this stop sign, he found what he believed to be the remnants of a homemade bomb. That's when he knew things might be amiss. It turns out he was actually the 3rd person in this area to call police and report something like this happening. It started on January 20th. A 911 call came about a loud noise and a fire in the middle of the night. Then again on January 25th, someone reported a brush fire. Then the man we spoke with reported a noise and finding this evidence on the 29th. The 4th instance, police on patrol January 31st actually heard a loud noise and saw Kassour near the scene. They stopped him for speeding and having a concealed weapon without a permit. They later found the remnants of a pipe bomb in the area. Police say these bombs were powerful and could have harmed or even killed people.
I knew what it was right when I saw it. I can tell it was a bomb, not a firecracker. So I first approached it slowly. Then I can clear as day see it had already gone off. But then I noticed the timer and the batteries that attached to it were off to the side.
That we did see where it seemed that he was developing his craft and adding more things to it. Don't know if it was to cause more damage or just to see what the different type of devices, what they would do. But we did see where he was starting to escalate his production of these devices.
So far, Greensboro police and the ATF say there's no motive that they can share. They say this is an ongoing investigation, and Kassour, they believe he acted alone, so there's no ongoing threat to the public. But Kassour, he could face more federal charges in connection with these devices. In Greensboro, Melissa Rademacher, Fox 8 News.
Melissa, thanks.